Tadi kalau anda perasan, the first on body language, dia dah masak sikit lagi sebelum kita buat post test. Okey, nak cerita pasal mirroring Siapa pernah dengar pasal mirroring? Anyone? Pernah? No direct translation, cerminan. Amboi, kelas ni suka direct translation. Wah, setuju. Cerminan tu dia. Baiklah. Nah, mirroring ni kalau dalam communication is actually to get the rapport. Pernah dengar rapport? Sebut bersama dengan saya, rapport.
Rapport.
Okay, thank you Nasha. Rapport bukan raport bukan raport. Yes. Nanti pergi kerja pada hari Isnin, bos tanya apakah what have you learned from your negotiation to win? Rapport. So rapport ni dalam communication sangat penting Saya belajar pasal rapport ni kepada siapa yang pernah attend kelas communication saya, ini saya selalu titik beratkan it's actually to make people comfortable with you Ni dia tujuan rapport. Comfortable to get trust, right? And then lower the shield sebab bila kita bercakap dengan orang yang tak kenal kita akan defensive levels very high and then of course to open up. Okay, so bila somebody is very comfortable, they are comfortable with us, they will lower down their defensive shield and they will start to have trust. So bila dia ada trust tu baru dia open up. Bila dia open up tu baru dia akan share with you the information. And then bila the shield is lower, defensive is lower bila bercakap dengan seseorang, mereka akan lebih open tu maksud open up sini. Your ideas, your strategy, your encouragement mereka lebih mudah terima Itu dia, that's why dalam communication rapport is very important. So sama juga bila kita negotiate sebab negotiate is part of communication. So next question is, do you want to know how to do mirroring? You want to know how? Can I get reaction? Bentar Can I get reaction? Thank you, Amal. Nah. Okay, thank you. Mahu. Okay, I never get. Okay, thank you. So let me write down here the mirroring. Mirroring is part of rapport. Rapport is to make people comfortable with us. Okay. Now, dalam communication, maksud mirroring di sini ialah when you communicate with someone, you mirror them. You do exactly what they do. Tadi saya cerita teknik. Dia ada sangat delicate. So apa yang you kena mirror? Apa yang you kena follow? First is the gesture. Gesture ni termasuklah juga expression. Kemudian tone or speed or volume. Okay, let's continue. Emotion. Right? Emotion and accent. Okay. All right. Now, gestures. Gestures. Anyways, bila anda bernegotiation tangan tadi boleh letak atas meja. You can put your hand in this manner, open palm. Bila anda negotiate, your body gestures has to be open up. Maknanya you are ready to nego lah. If your hand is in this manner, that means this is close communication. So it has to be open up. Ready, sit straight, give eye contact. Tangan kena macam ni. So when you talk, should be in this manner. Should be in this manner. When you negotiate, when you presenting, when you are chairing a meeting or discussion, tangan kena begini. Cuba buat bersama dengan saya. Kalau tak nak buka kamera pun tak apa. Yes. This is what we would like to share. This is what we need to highlight. Tangan macam tu. Bukan tangan macam ni masuk bawah meja, ataupun tangan dalam meja, tangan lekat dekat meja. No, that is how you do it. Tu maksud dia gestures. Tapi tak adalah macam dah laju macam ni. Ini dah macam polis traffic lah. Tak ada. Slow. Delicate. Bukan ni. Saya tahu peserta saya nakal lah ni. So kita bagi tu siap-siap. So that is your hand gestures. Now, mirror drilling tadi saya dah cerita, you follow exactly what they do kan. So you follow exactly what they do. Kalau mereka tengah pegang pen, anda pegang pen. Tapi pen anda. So dia buat pen macam ni, anda follow. So dia pegang rambut macam ni, so anda slowly pun pegang rambut you, bukan rambut dia. Slowly follow. So kalau dia pegang tie, slowly. Wanita kalau tak ada tie, I wanita, I tak ada tie. Okay. As if you have a tie. Kononnya macam di tengah betulkan collar. Kalau jejaka, kalau wanita tu tengah pegang tudung, so macam mana? I tak pakai tudung, I lelaki, tak. You pegang macam rambut you macam tengah beli tudung, but actually you touching your hair. So you mirror dia gestures, tapi perlu dalam very delicate manner. Delicate manner maknanya you kena bagi few seconds before you follow them. Kena bagi few seconds, dalam 10 seconds saja. Dia tak boleh macam game lepas ni dia buat apa? Nak pegang pen. Lepas ni dia nak pegang kertas. Oh, cepat pencet kertas. No, it's not. Delicately. Itu maksud dia. And tak perlulah kira 10, 9, 8. Dia kata 10 saat. Allah, kira dah hati lah dek. Dah keluar ke pasal kampung. Okay, tu maksud dia. Slowly. Right? Then you follow expression. Kalau muka dia serious, dia macam senyum sikit, you punya senyum sikit. And then you go back to your poker face. Tu dia. Now, itu kalau negotiation lah. Kalau session yang lain, you have a discussion, you're promoting something, you really mirror dia punya gestures and facial expression. Kalau muka dia macam serious, you buat serious. Okay. Now, this is the best part. Tone adalah suara. Tone suara. Kalau orang itu jenis yang bercakap kuat, anda kena cakap kuat. Tapi saya tak biasa cakap kuat. Dada saya sakit. Belajar cakap kuat. Kalau tengah bercakap dengan orang yang cakap kuat tu. Yes. Nanti saya cerita kenapa. Kalau jenis yang cakap soft, anda pun kena cakap soft. Kalau anda cakap kuat, dia terkejut. Dia rasa anda mampu. Alright. Now, to volume and tone. Speed. Have you ever talked to a person that can speak very, very fast? Or person that is very, very slow? Kalau anda tengah negotiate dengan seseorang yang cakap sangat laju, I don't care, I want this to be happy today, I want this amount of 50% of the profit for us. Then you pun kena jawab juga. Yes, this is the profit that we're giving you 50%, but however, we have no authority to give it to you, have to take us when we get it first. That's how you talk. Kalau dia cakap perlahan, we want to think first about this. So you pun kena jawab. That is fine. You can think first. Tu cara dia. Okay, sebab based on research, siapa yang bercakap laju, fast and furious tu, dia punya RAM processor tu laju. Lagi. So, sebab tu you kena cakap laju. This is art of communicating. So kalau yang cakap perlahan tu, dia punya, this got nothing to do with intelligence. It's just how they get information. So kalau yang cakap tu perlahan satu, you pun kena sebab dia punya RAM processor dia satu. So kalau dia tengah pakai, ni pun saya boleh guna. Kalau dia tengah pakai hotspot, you guna Maxis Fiber 5G, you macam dia mau macam buffer. Tak sampai information tu. So itu maksud dia. Speed and volume. Emotion depends. Kalau dia tengah cheerful pada masa tu, you need to have mirror dia cheerful information. And action ni simple lah. Saya selalu tanya, siapa kat sini pergi makan kedai mama? Angkat tangan. Okay. Alright. Tone speedy ni selalu mirror ni automatically. Ya betul. Okay, yes, that's true. Nashwa, Nashwa was sharing it. Okay, coming back to accent ni, okay, kedai mama, tadi Nashwa dah touch ni. Siapa pergi kedai mama, normally macam mana cara you order makanan? Tengok tu keluar. Aneh. Dari situ N. Aneh abang, aneh kopi satu. Mana ada? Excuse me, tak ada kan macam. Banjir roti canai garam ni. Dia macam tu, dia pokok. Sama juga, you pergi mana-mana state, you pergi Kedah, you follow Kedah punya cara dia bercakap tu. Pergi Negeri Sembilan, nak pergi mana? Keluar kan tu. Kan? Pergi Kelantan pun sama. You pergi Sabah terus jadi babah. Gimana bang? Apa bang? Ya, dia auto. So sama kalau you pergi kopitiam yang jumpa angkat-angkat antia, angkat lah, dia auto. Alright, you follow the accent. So what I'm trying to say here is when you able to mirror, these are the things that you mirror, they will feel connected to you. Itu dia. So sama juga masa negotiation, if you can mirror their facial expression, their hand, their tone, that will be great. So that is on mirroring.